What's up, you guys? Is it working? Am I live? Oh, I forgot to tell people I was gonna stream for a bit. Let me send that over to Twitter real quick. How's everyone doing today? So just want to do um, 1 second, live streaming for a bit. Uh, yeah, and answer any questions. Oh, that's not how you do answer questions. We'll get started in a little bit. What's up, NASCAR? How's it going? How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. Tough market today, huh? Tough, rough day. And just tell these guys, should have done this a little earlier. Yeah, stock market. Did you play any IPOs today, or what was your game plan for today? Or just yeah, just do options flow too. We'll do some options flow. Did you trade any at all today, or so? I'm not sure if IPO got pushed back again, huh? Oh man, I guess you don't trade anything other than IPOs. Let me see if I got some clout in here. Oh, Jess Rogo, I forgot. Yeah, hope some people join in here so I can just kind of talk about some stocks. Also, I guess I'm just gonna do a quick rundown, plug in a couple things real quick. So, I do have a Discord. It's free. If you guys want to join a free Discord, you need a place to hang out. I'll put that. I think it should be in the description or in the. Let me just put it in the comments too here, real quick. You guys can join here if you guys need some place to hang out or whatever. Just kind of kick it. Let me see. How is the stream, by the way? My computer's moving a little slow, so I'm not sure if it's messing up the stream. You guys can help me out and let me know. This is a free Discord right here, by the way. And just let me know if the computer's slow or something. Yeah, you can join here. You can post your trades. Anyone can post trades. I post I'm kind of active on Twitter now a little bit more, so I post stuff there too. But yeah, anybody can post trades in here, and you can post your wins and profits. Just kind of casual. There's not too many people in here, but yeah, that's a good because you can kind of talk to people and doesn't get crowded and flooded. So that's if you guys are interested, just feel free to join. I don't really promote it anymore, I guess. But yeah, plug that in today. And also do have the unusual wells. Well, that's probably what we'll be looking at today. But I guess just in general, what do you guys think about the market? This is what I was looking at. Plug. I ended up playing plug at the end of the day. So, in general, though, this is the SPY here. Guess what I'm looking at here? This is on the daily chart. So, I'm thinking tomorrow, we have a relief bounce. I mean, I just think we've had such a big sell-off in general. But let me just see how far we're down. I mean, from the highs, we're down about 15%. So it's a big down, and it's kind of been, I think NASCAR, didn't you say that you saw 7 days coming? Is that, I didn't even keep track of the days, but do you still see more downside? I think the main thing here is that we filled this gap right here that we were talking about, which was, I think I marked it out. Let me see if I pointed that out. I don't think I pointed that out, but this gap right here that we had, we basically filled it today. So I think tomorrow we will probably either have a huge bounce back, or we could just kind of trade sideways. But I do think we'll have, I just don't see another big sell-off like today. Today was crazy. Yeah, it really was. But in the bigger scheme of things, I'm gonna clear some of this stuff out the way real quick. We also have this possible like descending wedge here, right? So we've kind of been bouncing. So I mean, it could, we could at some point come back up to somewhere around these levels. So it doesn't have to be like like a huge It could kind of be like a slower grind up to about 420. That's what I'm thinking. I guess I'm just being a little optimistic because I got calls at the end of the day. Well, I kind of started scalping midway through the day. I started buying call positions for a few different things. But that's what I'm seeing in the SPY. And I think the NASDAQ and everything else. Energy got crushed today. I forget what the reason was for the oil. I don't know if you guys know, just let me know. I think, what was it? Did China log down again? No, it wasn't China. Let's just type it. Let's look it up real quick, because oil prices. Forgot the reasoning that they dropped. Saudi. Oh, right. Something with Saudi Arabia cuts oil prices. Yeah, that's what happened. So, yeah, this is what really crushed oil today. The Saudi Arabia's cut the oil prices by $5 a barrel. I don't have a subscription, so I can't read this, but yeah, that was basically, this was what really flipped oil upside down. Well, yeah, I guess it still has to do with China, but today's news was really more related to just Saudi Arabia cutting the prices down. Let's see. I don't think there was really too much other news. I don't know how the other commodities did. Let's just look that up really quick. So honestly, I thought that, well, we did break out, like we talked about a few streams ago, we talked about the breakout. I was thinking we'd probably hold this level here. Like, when you break out, you usually come back and retest this trend line, and then you continue, but it looks like it actually got back inside the triangle. But that's okay. As long as we can hold this ascending support, I think we'll be all right. I actually ended up getting like a few calls for BNO. I accidentally got the wrong ones. I got the ones for June. I meant to get some July ones. So I'm gonna try to flip those. I mean, I'm not even gonna try to like make a lot on it. I'm gonna just try to at least break even, maybe make a little bit of profit for the options fees or whatever, just for but yeah, I messed up on that, so I'm feeling a little stressed on those because I do think oil maybe goes a little sideways for a little bit. So that's gonna kill my premium on those. I really wanted to get the July ones. I think by July we should be, you know, hitting something up here around 33. Plus that'll give us plenty of time. Does the audio and everything work, by the way? Let me tell Trippy that I'm inside. Hold up, I got hit up on. Hold up, I'm gonna share this with y'all. Yeah, that was funny. They're talking about AMC in here. Yeah, that was funny. We made some cash though. And then we lost it all. Let me see which emoji I can. The sad spike. Let me tell Trippy I'm streaming, because he usually joins. For some bit. Did NASCAR leave? I'm not sure if he did. I think he might have left. He doesn't have much to say today, I guess. I don't know. So let's see. So I kind of plugged in the Discord if you guys want to join. I also, let me plug in the Unusual Wealth platform. I did make a few trades. Really, the stream today is just to just answer any questions if you guys have any, or you just want to hang out for a bit. The stream shouldn't be too long. I just wanted to kind of do a update video or a summary or live stream, because I might not be able to stream later this week. But I wanted to get you guys ready for the week. Let me plug in the Unusual Wealth platform, options flow, and I'm gonna pin that. For some reason, it sends in as separate messages. Oh, I'm gonna pin that if you guys want to sign up where you can get a discount. But I wanted to talk about a few different stocks, because let me just show you guys what I was watching today. Where is it? This is my Webull, and I just kind of have it set up so I can watch multiple stocks at once. It's not like the ideal setup, but it's just so I can have them on one screen. So I usually have the SPY up in the top left, and today I was watching Plug. I actually ended up getting some puts. It really just sold off the entire day. As you can see, it's kind of slow. I really do think that um, the market makers are just like really killing premium right now. Not really. There's not like there's big moves, but it's so slow. Like yo, we'll have those aggressive moves, but then we'll lose it all, and then we'll do it again, and it's really just killing all the data, all the premium. So it's a bit frustrating. So what I'm actually doing to kind of help with that is getting longer dated calls and puts or whatever I'm doing, just so I don't feel so pressured. Initially what I'm doing is just getting like finding the direction I'm gonna play this stock, and then going out. So like the ones that I'm doing right now, like I'm watching Ford. I think Ford could have a nice like rebound. We can take a So let me just write these down so we can get rid of this sheet. So I got Ford, Rivian, and we got Plug up there as well. BAC, you guys will be really interested in BAC. I did post that on Twitter as well. BNO is the Brent oil. I still like oil. I think it's just getting they're trying to keep it down by releasing these press releases and stuff. They're trying to suppress it, or just trying to keep the prices down by maybe it's just tinfoil, but they're just trying to do the media stuff. They're sending out media to lower the prices and stuff. So yeah, I still like oil commodities, especially going into July. I think that's when gas prices are gonna be the highest. Historically, it's always the highest, and we basically talk about that in every stream. So no need in telling you guys again. But what was I gonna say? What up, Saul? It's all tinfoil. It's all part of the plan, I think. Is that right, Saul? They're using the China lockdowns and all the news and everything they can to be able to like try to bring the gas prices down. It's not like they're actually coming down. I think if you look at the gas prices right now, if like you go out, they're probably a little higher than they were last week, especially on the weekend. That's when they usually raise the prices. So the news, I think, is just a way for the bigger power or whoever. I'm not trying to be tinfoil, but that's the way that they use it to kind of suppress the prices or try to. It's all kind of, what's the right word, Saul? It's all ran. Saul's the big tinfoil guy. He's the big conspiracy guy. So, but yeah, for oil, I mean, I'm still bullish as long as we hold this trend here. And like I said, come July, I think we'll be back up around $33. Everyone's going to be going out on vacation. Everyone's going to be doing, they're going to be going out to, Uber's going to be hot. Gas prices are going to be expensive. So, just be careful, because I think they're doing like the ethanol on your cars and stuff on the gas. What's that say? Pandemic 2.0, a quick reversal, BTC. Dude, didn't BTC get crushed today? Let's just look at, Bitcoin. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is bearish right now. We had this nice trend going right here, and once that thing came in, once it broke, it started selling off like really heavy. Where's it at? 31K right now? Bitcoin? Are you guys buying Bitcoin right now, or are you guys waiting? We always kind of thought we were gonna come retouch these lows. It was just a matter of when. Man, that's crazy. There's a lot of people saying liquidations are happening. So I think over the weekend there's some liquidations maybe. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should I like spam liquidation, like, so we can get the algorithm going? Just actually do me a favor real quick. Just hit the like button for all the people that are watching, just to kind of help out the stream so we can get more people in here, hopefully, and have a good discussion. If you care. Let's go wear it. Oh shit. Oh, Mojo's in here. I'm honestly proud of myself not buying AMC. If you guys want to join the Discord, you guys can. Bitcoin to 20K, baby. Margin calls. Yeah, I'm gonna spam margin calls on the algorithm. Hopefully we can get it. Hopefully we can get it rolling. Down 9% on the day. Bitcoin to 20K? Oh, we already have it pulled up. I can't buy a call right now, so don't be a Mojo Dumbo. Bro, I can't buy calls right now. You can't buy them after hours. He's gonna buy GME calls tomorrow, I think. That's what he said. Where is AMC right now? Dang, AMC is not looking bad. See, we have, I mean, it's supported everything that we've had on here. It looks like it's trying to go back up to 19. Let me extend this bad boy right here. AMC, baby. It's getting ready to do that massive molasses, isn't it? What do you think, the massive molasses? Or no? We got this nice support here. What do you think? What's your price target here? Once it breaks out, they say once it breaks out that the distance that'll break out will be kind of like this range here. So this is just an estimate, by the way, but it would be somewhere around here. So back up to wherever it breaks out, back to 60. What do you think? I traded SOPA, small win, and Law GC, small loss. Are those IPOs? If you Jim Cramer's bearish, that's bullish. For real. That's the realest thing you've said, Saul. Like, for real. That's bullish. Where is this thing took a you made money on this one, is what you're saying. Yeah, this one had nice volume, bro. 84 million. This was good. This was a good trade today. And the other one you said was Logic. Yeah, see, I respect the ones with the volume, man. Yeah, big volume. So that just means there's a lot of people, there's a lot of eyes on it. This one kind of just sold off the entire day, though, I guess. The market was really rough today. I bought puts on Friday. I made some good money on that, and then I flipped that over, and so I think I've already showed you, but I feel like we need a relief bounce tomorrow for some reason. And it's up after hours, right? Is that right? Let me see. Yeah, it's up after hours. It's running. That thing's gunning. Yeah, I think tomorrow we have a relief bounce. We've basically filled the most important stuff. The gap fill right here, and I mean, if you just look at the highs, this is like 14%, which we did the math, right? So that's like a nice correction, you know? So even in a bear market, like you'll have these like huge sell-offs, right? Then you'll have a relief bounce, huge sell-off, and then, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm seeing, basically, in kind of like a quick summary kind of thing. But, you know, I'm not a professional at all, so don't take my advice. This is just entertainment purposes or whatever. But we could look at some calls or stuff for anything that you guys want to look at. And like I said, oil, they're keeping that thing down, but I wouldn't be too afraid to get, you know, I mean, you could wait a little bit to kind of get the IV to calm down a little bit. But like, for example, I did Oxy today, so big sell-off today, but I think that they have earnings on 2 days, so I'm risking a few calls, so hopefully those pay out. But yeah, once this thing broke out, it did so this was supposed to really continue going, right? But they want to keep the oil prices down. They want to do what they can, so they're spreading FUD is the way I see it, you know? I don't know. What do you guys think about oil, though? Oil is one of my favorite plays now. I used to not like oil. And then I met Joe. Joe was talking about some oil. But anyway, let's go ahead and if you guys have any they are shilling oil, making fear for the public to sell. They did it before. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But I think we have multiple red days down. Oh, for the SPY? Or is that right, for the SPY? Let me just go back. I think if we can get back above 400, then this could kind of be like a bear trap. I don't know. Let me see. You see the descending support. Yeah, this descending support here. And we actually did break it. If we can get above it, so, you know, really like 400, then we could kind of work our way back up. I'm thinking at least 410, 415, 420, 425 is kind of pushing it, but I mean, it's still possible. So my main thing is like, I don't think the market's gonna crash right now because everyone's prepared for it, and they're not gonna let everybody make tons of money. Like if everybody is like, I think like every time that the market crashes or just like does some crazy gap down, it's when we're on an uptrend. So the market's not gonna crash on a downtrend. That's what I'm thinking. So it's gonna be when people less expect it. Right now, I think people are like buying puts, you know, hedging, selling their stuff, you know, they're on the sidelines. I think it's just like they're anticipating it, and if it was that way, then everybody would be rich. Like it doesn't work like that. At least for me, you know. That's how I'm seeing it. So I'm trying to think like the market makers, and like they're gonna try to screw. Cause for someone to win, there's got to be a loser. So they're not gonna be the losers. So you know, that's at least what I'm thinking. So I think we get a push back up to 400s, 410s, and it's hard right now. The market's really tough to trade. But I've kind of been trying. They are waiting to crash the dollar. Your puts won't be worth anything. The dollar collapse! Exclamation. So what do you think? Do you think we rally again? I think we rally. Especially like OBV, we got rejected today. I mean, we really just gapped down, but we're at like another level basically again. I mean, we can hold that. Then not everything's completely over. So this is on the daily, by the way. The dollar collapse. Let's see. I just think if it was that easy, then people would be making money like on the crash. Yeah, I can't believe I'm up in both of my trading accounts this year, but I've been focusing heavily on day trades. Yeah. So for me right now, like what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to build wealth by either like day trading or you know, buying options or something. I do have like a long-term portfolio, but what I'm doing with that is I'm throwing $100 or, you know, throwing a little bit of money each week. Sometimes I buy stuff if I really like it. But right now on that, even though I'm throwing the money in there, that doesn't mean I'm like right away using it. I just want to have a like some buying power if the crash like shows up out of nowhere. So so yeah, that's what I'm doing with that. And and actually like I do buy a few calls on that portfolio, which I shouldn't be doing, but I'm just trying to build it. So it's a nice way to hedge that portfolio. But let me see. So I don't know if you guys care about day trading. I know NASCAR doesn't really do the option stuff. I think you should get into it. If you're day trading, you're basically day trading. You could actually day trade with options, and you wouldn't have to like to trade that stock for so long, right? So let's do like an example. Apple. If you're trading Apple, like if you just bought the stock here at 150, let's say 150, and you buy it at 150 and it runs up to 160, and you bought let's say $100 worth. I mean, I'm sure you know how options work, but you bought 5 shares, so you're gonna make 5 times 5 times $10, so you're gonna make $50. Oof, that's bad, but you're gonna my handwriting's bad. You'll make $50, right? But with options, you'll probably spend a little bit less, and if you get up to like 60, you'll probably make like 100 or 1200%. Not 1200, but like 200%. Like you'll make more, but you don't even have to go up to 160 is my case. Like if for you to make $50 off that same like amount of money, you probably just need to go like to 153 or something, and you'll make like 30% off $100. That'll be 30%. That'd be $30. So whatever, you know, so just I mean, basically, there's more of the story. It's like it's leveraged. Because like think of it like it's each contract's 100 shares. So by trading the regular normal traditional shares, you're making what, 5 shares times 10 is 50, right? But if you were to buy just one contract for the 150 strike and you go up to that, it'd be 100 shares times 10. So what would that be? 1,000? Would you make $1,000 instead of 50? The only downside to it is you actually like own shares here versus the options you have the right to purchase those shares. That's why I like trading shares is like so old school in my opinion. Like it's kind of like boomerish, you know what I mean? What do you think, Saul? So, but don't take it in the wrong way. Like I still buy shares. It's just for like the long-term portfolio, and the options is for my day trading portfolio. So you can buy shares or do whatever you want for the long term and just buy and hold those. You know, you can do the AMC buy and hold, or you could and you can have that second portfolio where you day trade options. But before you actually do it, I would take advantage of like some YouTube videos and try to learn how to do it. Oh, I'm a boomer, then most of the stocks I focus on don't have options. Oh yeah, well I think, yeah, it takes a while for the IPOs. Yeah, and Saul said shares for squeeze plays. Yeah, that's right. Um, NASCAR. It's all right to be a boomer. I think I'll. No, I'm not a boomer, but I think the reason yours don't have options is because you play IPOs, right? So I think it takes a while for them to register like options chains and stuff for them. But anyway, that's just I think you should, if you have find interest in it, you should do that. Take a look at those. But I have a few plays that I think the best way would be to just go to Earning Whispers, and I may have downloaded that. I posted it in here actually. Let's see. I posted it in here. This is the Earnings Whisper calendar. Let's just take a look at this. It might be too small for you guys. Let me just go ahead and download it again real quick. But I have a few plays that I want to talk about. I mean, I've already played a few, like the plug power. I bought it to the downside. I bought some puts for it. Where is that thing? One second. I'm gonna see if I can download it real quick. Save image. Let me download it real quick, and then I can share with you guys. This is it. For the meantime, take a look at that one. And if you guys have any, and Saul said it right, shares are for the squeeze plays, like AMC, right? It's a diamond hand. But if you guys want me to look at any of the options flow for these, just let me know. I have the Unusual Wealth platform. I have like the best subscription tier, so just let me know. I have like all the data up to date. Well, as much as it lets me. So and I don't know everything on it, but we can kind of work through it together too. So and we can actually look at the AMC options flow if you want to, Saul, because I think you like that one, right? You guys want to see the options flow for AMC? Is that what you guys want to see? We can take a look at it. Let's just do AMC. How about that? And then we'll talk about earnings and stuff. If you guys have ones that you guys want me to cover specifically, here's a list of the stuff that I was interested in covering, but any of the other ones are more than welcome. So right here, what I did is we're going to look for AMC option orders that come in. We're going to set the premium range. So any order that comes in above $200,000 will show up on this flow here. And then what we're going to do is we're going to get both calls and puts, but we're also going to exclude the, what's it called? Saul says it's AMC to 500 in June. When is June? That's like, how many more days is that? 1 month. Okay. So you guys heard it here first. Upstart, yeah, man, that's insane, isn't it? Upstart is down 50% today. That's a bloodbath. Yeah, it's insane. You want to know what's crazy is we actually talked about it a little bit. Well, or Mojo mentioned it, and I didn't look at the flow, but I wish I did. What is this? This is the flow for it. Let me see what's crazy. We were talking about it. I guess the flow doesn't make sense here. Let me see. It's saying a lot of people bought calls. Let's look at the overall active chains. We're gonna go to the active chains. So you can click on intra-trade analysis. This is probably my favorite place on the unusual whales. You have all these tabs you can kind of hover over, but this is the most active chains for today. You can just see most of the active chains were actually on puts. So a lot of people were focusing on puts for today. As far as like the bullish and bearish breakdown, this kind of gives you a visual. For the puts here, it was pretty much break even. Puts pretty much, I guess it was going to be a hard trade regardless, I think, upstart. But man, that one did pay off. It was like down, what, you said 50% today? We saw it, I think it closed like at 70 something. What's it at now, like 40? I stopped tracking it because let me just look it up really quick. It's insane though, $42 right now. But I guess the thing that you could learn from this is mostly people were like either buying the puts or selling the puts. So that is the first indication, just tells you that people are looking at to the downside. Whether they buy them or sell the downside, it was pretty much in the middle. But a few of them actually were more slightly heavier sided to the bearish side. And then another thing you can actually look at is by the date of expiration. So usually like closer to expiration date means that they're more meaningful as far as like price action, right? So like if they were to get leaps, you really wouldn't care about that. If they're getting puts for next year, you wouldn't really care about that because they have so much time for them to actually, get to that price level. But most of the stuff was for put side, and it was for this week. So and then there's like one outlier, like the calls here, the $100 calls, which I guess, I didn't think it made sense. PayPal did terrible. I think actually Square did good. But just in general, financials have been doing bad, and I think SoFi actually sold off too, right? And man, if you guys have any questions, let me know. But yeah, let's look at the overall flow breakdown, the flow levels, and see if we can get an idea of how they actually, if we would have been able to like come to a conclusion that things would be more bearish. So I think right here, this is like premium by expiration, and I might need to zoom in. Let me zoom in. Let me know if you guys can see this, but this is premium by expiration 059. These 2 days or these 2 weeks, the chains for the 13 and the 20, they're slightly more bullish, but there's not like enough divergence, right? For these 27s and the Junes, you can see there's a 60% and a 60%. It's more on the bearish side. And then even leading into like June, it's still more bearish, so 59%. So there's 3 weeks where like people are just really focused on the downside. The first two, I would say slightly more bullish. But yeah, this one was going to be a hard trade, I think, just in general. But what do you guys think? Definitely June, a lot more people are on the bearish side. And now that it actually sold off, it does make a little bit more sense. Maybe they just wanted to get a little bit more time. Now I want to scroll down to the very bottom. And this is, I guess, what's misleading, right? So the options flow, the unusual whales, you really have to like learn to interpret it, because you can interpret it in both ways. You just got to use the data. And so I guess this did look a lot more bullish initially. So it looks like a little people, 58% people are bullish. But a lot of that bullishness is going to be for like end of December. So even though it is a little bit higher premium, like on the bullish side, some of that action is like leading into December. This is the 12/18 or 16. I'm blind already, so I can't really see the numbers. I know it's in December. And it looks like they were doing bids. So that means they're doing put premium on the bid side. So that means they're buying the puts. Okay. I don't know. Does that make sense? There's put premium, so like the put volume. So you this is a breakdown of the calls and the puts. It looks like people are more interested in puts, and they're buying them at the bid. Let me make sure that's right. Or no, they're selling it at the bid. So that's why it's bullish. Okay, so they were doing put premium, but on the bid. So that's why it looks bullish. That makes sense. Let me make sure I got that right, though. Let me go over to this here. And actually, let me just apply a more casual. Well, let me. 1 second, you guys. I'm going to fix this. This is my 200K filter. This is my open filter. So I usually have a few different filters running throughout the day, just entire. This is the 200. I like using the open and the sweeper, and I might need to open up one more. Let me open up one more. This is just the casual GGG upstart. Okay, let me make sure. I always get confused with the direction. So upstart here, and if you're buying a put on the ask side, it's bearish. So if you're executing a put on the bid side, right? So on the lower side, on the bid side, then it's bullish. So that's why, where's it at? That's why this makes sense, right? So they're doing a lot of put premium, but majority of it is going to be on the bid side. So that's why it's bullish. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think this one was just going to be a hard play. It's usually like a 50-50 anyway, but you can use the unusual wells to get like a little bit of guidance as far as which direction, but some of the earnings are always like 50-50. But I do see that most of like the 527 and the early June, basically all of June actually, is going to be a little bit more bearish. So this will probably be something I follow up with just to make sure that these percentages don't really change too much. So like kind of going into next week, I would kind of follow up and see how much these positions have changed or closed. And if they're still on the more on the bearish side, then you know it'd be a good opportunity to continue playing it to the downside. But yeah. NASCAR is saying the IPOs have been pretty scary to trade lately, but I got a feeling is it going to rebound to 30 from here. Damn, I didn't where's my charts? There it is right there. Let me just look that up really quick for you. MVCT Pharmaceuticals. Oh shit. This one's already squoze though. Let me see. Do you guys have any questions about the stock market in general? Don't we have, they say it's a strong buy right now. I don't know if I really follow the technicals on this. This is TradingView. Has shown up on the leading gainers. Yeah, past 3 days. I had a big down day today. Yeah. The volume probably is good on this too, since, well, it's not huge, but it is above its average volume. So I don't know. You know me, you know, I like the volume. Like that's the first thing I always like to look at. Do you think this one has another down day? What's the Fibonacci retracement? People usually do the Fibonacci retracement. Do they go to the, I don't really use Fibonacci retracement. What is it for? Does it go down to 40, what, 15%? Or what is it? No, it's like 40%, right? Or 50%? I think it's, I don't really use this. So you guys can help me with this one because I have no idea. I'm not going to act like I know what I'm doing. Does anybody know in here how to use the Fib retracement? I think it's from the first candle, but I can't even see where the freaking candle starts. Right there, right? It's usually like 40, 38. The 38, I think, is what people use. Or the 50 is. No, it's the 61. I don't know. Which one is it, guys? Can you guys hear me? Or am I talking to myself? I'm probably talking to myself. That is no coincidence. Anyway, you guys, while you guys look at that, you guys figure out that answer. Which ones do you guys want to talk about? We have Palantir. That thing got crushed. So I guess we could talk about some liquidations. There's The 61.8 is 1355. Okay, let me see. Let's get some guidance from NASCAR here. That is the 1355. Wait a minute. It's the 6.61 retracement. Oh, down here. Okay, okay, gotcha. Yeah, that's what I would be watching too. But you're saying like, yeah. So how do you correctly use this? Where the hell is this? Jeez, this thing's trying to undo. So 61. You got a different number than me. You got. I guess I gotta match yours up so I can see where you're at, King. Well, I got it drawn a little different. Yours is showing, yeah, right. So 1355. Let's try to line this hoe up. 1351. For the 61 retracement level is 13. Where we at, King? Help me out. Yeah, I'm saying. Maybe it's because I'm all the way out here, playa, and I need to be right here. Maybe that's what it is. Let's see where we're at. 13. I gotta go up, King. Like right there. So how did you? Yeah, so I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing, King. You did this candle, I'm assuming, at the bottom of the candle to the top of the candle. Something like that, right? I knew it was the bottom of the candle to the top, but I didn't know which candles. I think it's the first one. Let me see if it's this one. Do that. How about that one, King? Bottom at 950, top at 955. Say no more. Say no more. 1995. That sounds like my birth date. We've been getting change here. Still sitting next to Ye in here. Well, you guys get the idea. We're not gonna spend too much time on that. I appreciate you, NASCAR. Let's you guys have any question? What is this? Oh shoot, 1 second, y'all. 1 second. I opened that image, but I didn't open it with a specific program that I use. I need to open this with a specific program so I can like, let me resize it too. 1 second, y'all. If you guys have we're gonna do like 1100. There we go. I think that's it. Is that good size for y'all? Maybe y'all need 12. I got y'all. What? Say no more. There we go. That's 1200. Okay, so this thing got wrecked, right? It's been overvalued. I've been trying to tell people don't buy Palantir, not yet. Wait on it. Clover, we were bullish on it. I love Clover. Bearish on Plug. This thing's like overvalued. AMC for Saul, you know we gotta play that. I didn't play Upstart. Tattoo is just a hype play from Jeremy. I wouldn't listen to, you know, all the financial advisors. I would do your own research. SoFi, I want to play. I think I'll probably end up playing it to the downside. I killed a few plays with this one. Oxy. So there's a lot of plays. Coinbase got wrecked. I don't know. Casinos, Matterport, Rocket Labs might be good actually, because I don't know if you guys know Open Door, but they reported last week and they like did really good with their earnings. Walt Disney will be nice to play. Rivian, I've actually got some calls for it. There's a lot of plays this week. The one that I'm playing is Bumble. Is there any on here that you guys like? We can look at the flow for it. We can do whatever. Motorola Solutions, Joby, I like. This one is just a long term. This is one that's on my long term, but I don't have anything for it. Like any options for it. But those are basically all the ones that I am interested in. I think most of the stuff is going to be Wednesday and tomorrow after close. Like the Thursday stuff, pretty much a firm. I think it's already getting beat down because of Upstart. Right. I like Coupang because it sounds funny. Oh, this one here? Because it's, but I know nothing about it. I'm not sure what that one does. I know it's like a Chinese company. I know it's a Chinese company, but I don't know what they actually do. I've always kind of, I think I've done puts on this one. It's $9. Sheesh. It's not, honestly, I don't think it's worth playing. Engages an e-commerce platform. We can click on their website just to kind of give you an idea of what visually it looks like. Yeah, it's a Chinese company. I guess it's like Amazon or like a Wish. Coupon only. I'm guessing coupon probably means coupon. You know what I'm saying? Let me see if I got any clout real quick. Let me check the clout. Jason. Yeah, I appreciate you, Jason. Jazz Rugbo. I'm in here live, you guys. If y'all want to, I don't know if they're in here. I appreciate you guys though. I do post some free plays in here, you guys. Check out that if you guys are interested. Let's go back to coupon. Oh wait, is that what you guys wanted to cover? Bro, I'm just chilling today. This wasn't supposed to be a long stream, but I got a few viewers, so I'm down to hang out. Do you guys want to look at the flow for coupon? I think it's not worth playing just because it's already such a cheap stock that I think the options. Let me see if I can pull up my Robinhood. I made some good money today, but then I spent it all, so let me see if I can log into my Robinhood account and we can look at the options chain. Or actually, we can look at the options chain on Unusual Whales. What am I thinking? Yeah, let's look at the options chain here. And this is actually a better way to look at them because it tells you the direction that... So the first thing here, you can see the most people, the most volume for the options for coupon is going to be the 5.9 million volume. So for this week and next week are the two most active chains. There's like really no activity for like a whole 2 months, and then in August is when there's like 2K. But yeah, this one doesn't really have much going for it after earnings or like next week. Right now it's trading at $9. So where are we at? It looks like some people are interested. Let's see. NASCAR is saying, what's the most useful social media platforms to you in regards to stock? I tried Discord, but I couldn't get any value out of it. Yeah, Discord's kind of iffy. I really like Twitter, but that's because I follow certain people. Like I don't know if you have Twitter. I think Twitter's probably the best one, to be honest, for stocks and stuff. I follow like stock market. I follow the Maverick. He's good. He's a YouTuber, but I would definitely follow the Unusual Whales. They basically have like automated news alerts and stuff. So I always turn on the notifications for them. So as soon as like something hits the wire, like on Bloomberg or something, they automatically post it. So you always stay up to date. Discord is good for like communication, like outside, like because you can't really like communicate with somebody, right? So we use Discord a little bit. I'm usually the most active one in here, but yeah, that's why you guys can join. If you guys, I wish more people would join, so you know, people can have their own conversations. But I do have what do I have? Oh yeah, I have a Twitter bot. So in case you don't have Twitter, I've linked some of those like accounts, so they automatically post them in here. So you can just get notifications there if you don't have Twitter. But yeah, that Discord's free if you guys want. And like I said, I think the most valuable platform is Twitter. It's basically, honestly, it's not even just the most valuable. It is the best platform. At least it's the one that I use the most. That's why like Elon taking over Twitter, I think is pretty bullish, you know. So yeah, I just have notifications for Unusual Whales, a few other different like Market Rebellion, kind of iffy, but I follow them, and just a few different accounts. If you have if you want like an idea of the people that I follow, you can just go to the ones that you can just go to my Twitter page and just click on the ones I'm following. There's a few different people on here that I follow if you guys are interested in that. But yeah, that a lot of the stuff I've kind of set up on my Discord too. So like Seeking Alpha I follow. What else? The Market Rebellion. I don't think I have him on here. A really good one is actually Zero Hedge. He's really good. Definitely follow him. Definitely follow the Unusual Whales one. At least those two, I think you should get. Oh, and Walter Bloomberg. He's He definitely, yeah, definitely follow Zero Hedge. Definitely follow Unusual Wells. Definitely follow me. No, I'm kidding. Walter. Let me just check. Walter Bloomberg. Follow this guy. He's an OG. He's a classic OG. I think he was one of the first ones to start like automating stuff. Drop 25 at close for record. Yeah, so he automatically posts stuff. So I would check these guys out, NASCAR. If you don't have a Twitter account, just make one. I mean, it's free. Doesn't cost you anything. And yeah, make sure to follow those people. What else was it? Hopefully that's a good question actually. But you can join my Discord too. I'm trying to shove it down your throat, but no, I'm just trying to grow some people in here, and maybe if I talk enough shit, it will go up. Mojo be trolling sometimes, bro, for real. I need some more trollers in here. I posted my referral to the Unusual Wells platform if you want a discount, and I posted my Discord link if you want to join that as well. But yeah, I'm chilling right now, man. What are you guys doing? How you guys living? How you guys vibing right now? Also, I do post trades on Twitter, so follow me there too, right? So this is the Bumble play. I caught this one kind of early. We can talk about it in a little bit. Let me log into my Robinhood account if I can find my password. Let me see if I can remember my password, y'all, because I got the Bitwarren set up. You have to have the Bitwarren set up. Do you guys know what Bitwarren is? If you do know, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. Do you have the Bitwarren or not? It's basically like what is it called? I'm not gonna log into it right now because I don't know what you guys are capable of over there. Send the SMS. 1 second, y'all. They're gonna send me the text message real quick. What is the stuff trading at right now? Let me quickly peep these are the ones on my watch list right now. I got puts on plug. I got calls on these. I'm a little worried, but I got plenty of time. I got calls on oil. Oh my goodness. Bank of America is gonna be bullish, you guys. I'm bullish on it. Bumble, I think, is gonna drop after earnings, but that's my opinion. So the play with Bumble is, you guys know how Netflix basically like took a dump because people started cutting the they started cutting their subscriptions and stuff just in general. Inflation, you know, like it's hurting everybody. So I think they're gonna start cutting stuff that they don't need, right? So essentials, they're gonna cut down to the essentials. So they cut some Netflix because they can't have both Netflix and Disney, which is actually an interesting thing. This is also an interesting thing. So it might hurt Disney's earnings too. So that could be a play too. But in general, I think they're gonna cut. A lot of people are gonna cut their Bumble subscriptions, just use the free ones. Which I think they still have ads though, but I don't know how. I think their numbers are gonna be bad, and their forecast should be bad. But don't listen to me because I'm not a financial advisor. But what did I get for these? What was I gonna? Oh yeah, I don't need to log into Robinhood because we have this here. We have Unusual Wells. So let me just break down Bumble and why I got it. Actually, I posted it on my Twitter. So here's some of the Bumble flow that I saw. It doesn't get many large orders, but most of them are bearish. So 61%. Oof, I messed that whole Twitter up. I think, yeah, let me make sure I said that right. Yeah, so I said that incorrectly, but it's correct on the picture. So on the picture I said bearish 61%. It was a typo on my end. I said 61 bullish. I'm an idiot. This is wrong. This should be 39 bullish and 30. Let me just go ahead and correct that real quick. If you're not hood, if you don't know what I'm talking about. All right, correct that real quick. 39%. So I typed this up wrong because I was trying to get it out to people, and sometimes I mess up. My bad. I'm human, you guys. I'm sorry. 61% bearish. My bad. My bad. That's right though. So what's the most? Okay, Akana opened at 30, consolidated. Why did I say consolidated? around 9 for 2 months. Today dropped 74. There have been a lot of recent IPOs that have seen real down days like this. Yeah, I know. Well, I mean, just the market in general, you know? Which one is this one, a con? And that's why I was like I wasn't like, what was that word you said last time? Instigating? No, it was, there was a word you said last time, I can't remember. I wasn't like talking down on you or anything. I was just saying this is the reason I don't like to trade these penny stocks and stuff, and just or these IPOs, because things are like so volatile, especially like these first days, you know, like people up here are never gonna, I mean, they're never gonna get their money back. Like this is $25, it's trading at $2. They have to 1200% just to break even. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like nothing against, I mean, there's people that know how to trade this, but like me personally, I don't know. And I've gone through it where I thought I was a good trader, and I've ended up back holding stuff for like years. So you know, I try to learn from my mistakes, and like, I mean, respect to like the people that can trade this stuff and like can get in and out, but it's harder for me to like do this, right? So, but don't think I was like talking down on you last time or anything. So just kind of wanted to clear that up. But yeah, so recently a lot of IPOs, and yeah, so that's basically, yeah, like this stuff, like people are getting crushed, right? But it's just the market in general though, right? So you just got to follow the indexes. If we're in an uptrend, people are going to be buying. They're going to not have any fear, and you know, they'll casually, you know, FOMO. But when things are going down, people are not going to jump into stuff, right? Because they don't know what can happen the next day and stuff. What were we talking about? Bumble? Yeah, so Bumble, I mean, I basically talked about it in the Twitter here. So 39% bearish or bullish, 61% bearish. There's some big orders. TA filling 17 gap, yeah. Let me see. Okay, so on the technical analysis, you know what I'm saying. It basically broke down this support level here that I had marked up. I mean, essentially like $20.50, whatever this is here. And so now, basically on its last earnings, it gapped up, right? But now there's like no support here. Like on the recent price action, there's no support here. So now the most logical thing is that's gonna come and fill the gap. So you guys know what gap fills are, right? So that's basically what I'm seeing on Bumble. And it's a great hedge against the market. If things continue to sell off, then this is going to come down, fill the gap here around 17 and a half. It's about $17. I always like to take profits a little bit earlier, right? So like maybe, I don't know, like under 18, I'll, you know, take my positions and run, just because sometimes like gaps fill. Like, see, this is a gap over here. Let me zoom in over there. This is a gap fill right here. Right here, it gapped up and then it filled it all the way. But sometimes gaps like only fill partially. They're called partial gaps, partial gap fills or whatever, and they don't fill all the way through. I mean, it's pretty self-explanatory, but yeah. And then see on the OBV, there's like no support on it, so it already broke down here. So like the next stop is right here, right? There's like no support anywhere here. There's no support. So the next support is down at this. Basically, that's my reasoning for doing the Bumble play. But earnings are always kind of 50-50. But just like from my like just thinking economically way, like I'm seeing inflation, I'm seeing like Netflix subscriptions go down. So you know, it's a similar story there. So that's what I'm seeing downside with Bumble. People are gonna be cutting their stuff. Plus, like Bumble's most active like earnings is usually like in the holiday season. Like people want their lover, or they want to meet their special somebody during the holidays and stuff, and want to take them to their gatherings and stuff. But there's nothing going on right now, right? Like Q1 is really like, okay, back to work, right? So people are like not as active on their platform either, right? So that's what I was thinking there. But yeah, what do you guys think? And let me answer some questions or comments. Okay, yeah, and see, that's basically all I put on here as well. Okay, so no problem. Well, on the other end of the spectrum, TNON had been rising every day for no apparent reason. It's going to have a brutal 90% day at some point. I think that's another one we talked about. And if it has options, then oh my goodness. Yeah. Let me take a second to see if this one has options, because I might be interested in some puts for this. It might not have options though. Yeah, it doesn't have any options. So would you, like NASCAR, would you trade this to the downside, or is it too scary to trade this to the downside? What's its float here? Let's look at its free float. Market cap of 450 million. Doesn't have the free float on here. We can find it though. Let's go to Yahoo. I think Yahoo might have it. Should have it. What's the ticker? TNO. We're just chilling right now though. So you guys comment anything you guys want. Man, everyone's so quiet in here. Like, why are you guys quiet? We're all human. We're all normal people. What are we looking at? What were we looking at again? NASCAR? Oh, statistics. I think it has the statistics has it. Free float down here, 600. Sheesh, there's like no shares in this thing. I don't know. This one's kind of scary, too short. There's only like 680k shares out there for trading. The total outstanding is only 11 million. Okay, so that's why it doesn't take that much volume for this thing to move, right? That makes sense. They always end up at $5 eventually. Yeah. I would consider shorting it. Yeah, that makes sense. How much would you make off of it? Let's see how much you would make off of it. $50 I think is gonna be just a psychological resistance, right? So you can make like 42%. Is that right? You can make about half, like minimum, I would say. Or actually, let's do, I mean, even down to this other wick, like down to like where the support is, you can make like 25%. But that's not to say that it won't keep going. That's just, I mean, I think at some point you can make 25% off of it. But I don't short stocks. The better way to do it is to just get options. Like, I think Mojo was telling me that this one just got options. Redbox. I was telling him about this one since it was like $2. And he was like, nah. And now where's it at? $5? It's not great. But it did have a nice run to $11. So yeah, I think the one that we really did a good analysis on Bumble. I like that one. That was a good discussion. Excuse me, even though I was the only one talking, but yeah, I think that was a good discussion there. There's a few others that I played. Bumble, yeah, I'm just trying to get some clout off of that one, but no clout. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Michael Scott. Yup. Why I went with plug puts. Okay, so I already know that plug is like one of the most overvalued stock out there for energy. Like, let me show you guys. Like, not even looking at the chart and stuff, like plug. Now, energy plays might trade a lot more rich in valuation, right? This one's building hydrogen and stuff like that. I almost cussed, my bad. But anyway, it's trading at $16. I remember seeing this when it was like 25 and stuff. I actually traded their last earnings. I think I did make money on it. I got puts for it. Let me make sure I got that right. Yeah, their last earnings they sold off. No, they didn't. They did, but they gapped up and then they sold off. I made money, but it wasn't like good money, but I did make money. Anyway, so this plug, it's doing the hydrogen stuff, right? But the price to sales ratio is like 22. In this specific market where people are actually starting to evaluate and like value companies based off of like their income, like, so this company is worth 11 billion. Like, if I wanted to buy this company from someone, I need to pay somebody $11 billion plus a little bit of premium just so they would be more inclined to sell it. But this company only brings 140 million. So this thing has a price to sales ratio of 22, right? So I mean, we could just compare that to another company, let's say like Run. I think, well, it's not the same, it's kind of the same sector, but this is Sunrun. This is like another EV play, or this one has a price to sales ratio of 3, right? So a little bit more realistic valuation. Like, this one would be worth 5 billion, right? Only 5 billion, and they're bringing in 400. They're like bringing in 4 times the other one, right? And now the sector is a little bit different. I think this is like solar power and stuff, but kind of like the idea there. So I already know Plug is like one of the most like overvalued stocks out there. Besides D-Dog, Datadog, that's why I got puts on Datadog because they have like, well, they did. I got puts on this like around 115. And I think I posted it on my Twitter. But their price of sales is like 33. So I just thought this was like they're worth 35 billion basically, and they're only bringing in like 100 million, I think. No, 300 million. Like it's kind of like, I don't know, kind of like some of the basic fundamentals and stuff is like being more like valued and like respected now. So like that's one. But in general, I think like securities just kind of trade a little richer. Like CrowdStrike, I think has like a 20 price to sales or something. Yeah, it has a 26. So some companies just trade rich in general too, though. So that's not the only thing to go off, but yeah, you can use it as part of your analysis. But anyway, one second, let me take my sweater off because it's getting hot in here. So I'm gonna take all off my clothes. How does that go? One second, I'll be right back. I'll be gone for like a minute. Oh shit. Hey, what's up? Your boy's back. Sorry, I didn't mean to scream. Are you guys still here? Did you guys leave? Y'all didn't leave, did y'all? I think everybody left. That's why I do this shit. Let me see. I think everybody left. Everybody left in here. I thought we were chilling. I thought we were having a good time. Let me look real quick where my puts are gonna be tomorrow. 1532. Come on, I need you under 15, baby. Oh yeah, Rivian I think should be an interesting play for earnings. I'm not saying this is not overvalued. It is, but sometimes market makers like to like really like screw people over, and they'll post these articles and stuff, and I just think that Rivian's gonna like move up. So I don't know. I got calls for Rivian, so just because I know Rivian's like overvalued, I can show you guys. But I have a feeling that it's gonna run up after earnings. Like, I'm not saying there'll be an announcement. There could be, like maybe Amazon gets a stake again, or I'm not sure. So this is the thing. It's overvalued. It's got a 462 price to sales. But I have been noticing that a lot of people been posting pictures of Rivians out like in the wild and stuff. Like people been like, "Oh, look, I spotted a Rivian." And like it's really crazy like how far the electric vehicles have just came in general. Like Ford's already doing their deliveries. There's a lot of Rivians out there like last year this thing was just a fantasy. Like it was just like it was a unicorn, like people couldn't, invest in it. And like the only people I think that were actually like getting the trucks were just like employees, like if an employee bought the truck. But let me just check. Yeah, so hold up. I'm just checking the Discord. But yeah, no, Rivian used to be like a unicorn, and now it's like something that people can publicly like own as a company, and obviously it's still like really rich in valuation, but I think their guidance could be better. Like they're at least they're having like deliveries and stuff, right? So they're now it's just like ramp up and stuff. So I don't know. And I think like maybe there could be an announcement, and I thought the sell-off would be a lot worse, but I mean it was pretty bad. It was like 20%, but I don't know. I feel like that's like an over exaggeration, and it's already kind of been sold off like huge. So I'm really trying to play like a relief bounce for it. Probably back up to about close to $30. That's probably what I'm trying to play it to. Just fill up this gap, and then I'll probably get out. The only thing I'm worried about is the unusual whales flow. I think was bearish. I think a lot of bearish flow was coming in. Yeah, so a lot of bearish activity, but I don't know if it's like puts that are being closed or puts that are being open. So these puts are being bought, right? But there actually was already like huge open interest in it, like 10,000. So I don't know if those puts are being closed today. Tomorrow is when I'm gonna really like get an idea of what they're doing with these positions. So this one obviously huge volume, but I need to see, make sure that all the volume here actually like held overnight. So tomorrow should have like 35,000, and that means that these puts are still like open, and then that would kind of be more bearish. But right now, I don't know, just kind of it was a small position. See tons of activity just in general. So tomorrow should be an interesting day for Rivian, and they have earnings on Wednesday. But yeah, so that's the flow on them. Let me look at the overall flow levels. Did we kind of just shift? What were we last talking about? Oh, we were talking about plug. Yeah, the plug. Do you guys want me to go back to plug, or do you guys want me to do flow levels here? Or you guys want me to cover a different stock? I'm just chilling for real. So yeah, a lot of bearish activity. So I don't know. I'm a little nervous for the calls I got, but it wasn't like it wasn't a big position. It's bearish, obviously, like what, 84%? Does that say 84%? No, 64%. I told you I'm colorblind. Most of them are under 25 though. Like there's some in 20, but I mean we could kind of just move back up to $25 as long as we could probably get underneath 25 and then don't let it pass over 25 to collect the premiums. But I mean, even from 22 to 25, I could still make some money off those calls. I mean, that's the goal at least. Yeah. Don't have really much stuff on Rivian. I just know that Ford actually closed some of their position on it. But I think the reason that Ford sold their position is not really because they don't believe in Rivian. I think they just don't want to own something with the competition, right? Because Ford's actually doing their deliveries now, so they don't want Rivian to succeed. They want themselves to succeed, so that's why they don't. I mean, it's kind of dumb though. Like, I would still want to be a part of Rivian, but I think maybe what's happening is maybe they also think it's overvalued right now, which it is. I don't know. I need to know what Amazon did with Rivian. Did Amazon and Rivian like completely part ways or no? I know they're still doing delivery vans, right? Or no? Stock tumbles towards a record low on report of plans to sell, dragging Amazon down with it. So I think so. It looks like Rivian and Amazon are still together. Should we talk AMC or what? Rivian's kind of, I mean, it's up right now, right? It's up a little bit, but yeah. So let me just go through my stuff. Oh, so Rivian's an okay play. I would really look at the ones that I'm really playing is going to be Bumble, right? Of course. They have earnings on Wednesday. Let me pull that up. They have earnings on Wednesday. This is just going to have this bad boy up here. And I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this in a circle with magenta too. No, we'll do yellow. We'll keep it yellow. So the ones that I'm actually playing is this one. And I might need to make that thing thick. No, we need it real thick. We need like 10. Yeah, that's fine. We'll do 10. And what's the other ones I want to play? These are I can't play these anymore. We were just talking about one, right? What were we talking about? Oh, BAC is not one. It's a play, but it's not. Oxy is one I'm playing. And also I probably play Rocket Companies. Let me look at Rocket Companies flow because I have no idea what it's doing. First thing I like to do is go to this page and we'll just get an idea of the flow. Just go to the flow levels and see what it's at. So slightly more bullish. It is towards October though, so that doesn't really mean much to us right now. So let's just go back up here. Pretty much break even and then bullish for the For the Junes, they're bullish. Now, it's not like it's a lot of call premium. I think what they're doing is they're selling a lot of puts, right? So they probably have like 4.2k in call premium, but the actual bullish premium is 12. So they probably have like 8k of this as bullish premium. So that's that. And then July is bearish. So they're selling puts. So what I'm thinking is they don't expect it to go down more. Let's see where it's trading at first. Look at where it's. Let's look at that really quick. It's trading at $8. Wow. I remember when people used to like keep trading this around $18 or $20. It kept just going around that. Let me clear some of that stuff. Yeah, it used to be over here. People used to love this thing. Let me see what their expected earnings is going to be. Expected earnings is going to be 19 cents. Estimated revenue 2.2 billion. All right, let's see what they did last year. They missed by 12% and missed. Do they miss a lot? No, they won here. Let's look at the Q1 earnings. So this is fourth, third, second, one. So Q1 is usually like a mixed bag. They surprised with revenue. I think they'll be in revenue also. Just because I think a lot of people are trying to get their last minute mortgage stuff done before the interest rate hikes. So that's why I was bullish on Open Door, and it did run. So I think they could do good as far as numbers, but the overall market, let's look at how much it's expected to move really quick. We can do that by going to earnings here. This is on Unusual Whales as well. Unusual Whales has a lot of stuff. Like, I'm just telling you, you guys aren't using Unusual Whales. So 10% implied move. So 10% of 840. Let's get an idea of what we're doing here. 8.40 times 1. So about 920. So let's look at the options chain now. See what's going on with the options chain. Full chain breakdown. Now we could play the next week ones, or we could play the Junes. Obviously, most of the volume is for this next week ones. There's 1.2k. Everything else is pretty much dead. So let's look at the nines. There's not really much. They're only 3 cents though. They're slightly more on the bullish side too. Like you can see about 80%. So these actually might be interesting. I might have to share these out with Mojo, because he likes cheap plays, because we're all kind of broke right now. So am I right, Saul? What do you think? Should I share this trade with Mojo? It's like $4. I think everybody left. Everybody left when I went go get changed. Damn. Yeah, I think I'm gonna play Rocket to the upside. I have to. Let's just look at the OBV levels. I mean, it's a few bucks. You think I should share with him, Mojo? With Mojo? Saul? Where is it? I'm trying to find a good support level. Like, that's a good support level, because it kind of hits like everywhere. Right there and there. So, yeah. I think it'll probably do like one of these baddies where it... We could do this, actually. Nah, I think it'll kind of touch like something like that. Like, it's more starting to do the higher highs, you know? The higher lows, I'm sorry. Like this. Hopefully it does something like that. That's what I'm hoping for. The next resistance will be up at this level. Yeah, I like that. Plus the SPY, it needs a relief bounce, so I wouldn't be too surprised that stuff starts moving up tomorrow. I don't think the sell-off continues tomorrow. Is the let me see. Yeah, this thing is still up. It's up a point after hours. And this thing is selling off. I love to see it. Rivian's up. Everything's up. Bank of America. That's the one I want to talk about. Bank of America is going to be a good play. So my go-to play is Bumble. RK Rocket. Let's just finish that one actually really quick. Let's finish Rocket before we move on to the next one. Let's look at the flow for Rocket. Oh, I didn't even mean to put Rocket Labs. I meant to do Rocket. Rocket Labs is another good company. What was this? Tuesday? Was that Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. This is the biggest order they've had. It's a bullish call for the 520 for $10. It's really the only call that's came in. This other one is 43k. This one's about 30k. And then this one's a cross order, so we usually ignore cross orders. So wouldn't worry about that. Let's see if we can find more. Also, actually, I mean, this basically tells us enough of what's going on. There's a 1.05 million on the bullish side, bullish premium versus bearish premium of 46, so slightly more bullish. Let's go shift over to the overview and just look at the overview active chains. So pretty much down the middle, the puts that people are selling are going to be slightly more bullish. These are completely bearish, but they're for July, so don't really care too much about those, to be honest. The puts, so there's two put chains that are more on the bullish side, and actually these are for October, so they don't really matter either. So none of these really matter to me, honestly. These are bearish. So what's the volume? So there's actually more activity on the 7s that are bullish, and there's more bearishness for these, but it's a slightly less amount size. So there's only 200 volume versus 354 open interest. So there's like 1,300 contracts there versus 600. So about half of what the chain is up here. The calls are going to be bearish. Those are for the 520s too. So 7 and 8. So it might be good to sell to the downside, I'm thinking now, because they're selling the calls. See, they're on the bearish side, and they're buying the puts. Wait, these are bullish. Oh no, but these are for 2 years out. This is the one that I'm talking about. So they're buying puts and they're selling calls. That right there, I mean, especially this one, they have like 5,100 contracts out there that they're selling for $8 for next week. So it looks like they're probably going to try to keep it under $8. What I'm thinking initially, right? And if we kind of scroll down, there's a $6 call, but kind of small size. The Januaries we don't care about. These we don't care about. These we really kind of don't care about because they're for 2 months out. We're trying to find stuff that's here and now, you know? So I think that's it. I think I'm slightly leaning to the bearish side, unfortunately. So at first I was on the bullish side because of what did I say? Open Doors like did really good on their earnings, but what did I say the implied move is? So the implied move for Rocket Labs is going to be about 10.7%. Let me do the calculations really quick. So 870, and it would be like times 89.3. So it'd be 7. So it's not really gonna. It's gonna move about $1. So let's look at the options flow for that. Full chain breakdown, and we'll do like $7. So it's going to be more slightly bullish. So I think it's probably going to get pinned in between 7 and 8. Like people are getting calls for $7, but people are getting puts for $8. So I think they're going to probably close in between 7 and 8. So it might not really be a good options play. That's just what I'm just thinking out loud. Let's just look, see if we can find anything else on the flow. Let's just do 30 days. Let's just cut this down to 2,500 because this thing doesn't have any. Yeah, so today most of the activity looks like we had 8, 8, 9, and 3. These are buying puts. These are $8 puts, and then they were selling $9 calls. So these are all 4 bearish orders. And then they had about 16k. So 16k. This is 16k, 24, 27k bearish, and 23 bullish. kind of really down the middle. It does say slightly more bullish, but based off the active chains, honestly, I might just not trade this one, to be honest, because I think they're gonna probably pin it around $7 and $8, and the IV crush is just gonna kill you. Really, it's not, I don't think it's gonna be a massive move, and you'll just end up losing on your contracts. Is what I'm thinking. So Rocket Labs, I mean, it is only $3 though. If you guys play the call side for this for 2 weeks out, the $8 or, well, the $9 or $3. So they're cheap, but the put side are more expensive for some reason. They're like still $1. They're like $1.74 or $1.45. I'm sorry, I can't read. So I wouldn't. Nah. Rocket Labs is not the play, brother. It's not. All right, so I'm not doing Rocket Labs. I'm gonna get that thing out of here. We don't need it. It's gonna be a disaster, I think, but you never know. Bumble, I already talked about. Oxy, I don't really know what I'm doing with Oxy. I'm bullish on oil, but I don't know what they're gonna do, to be honest. Let's just look at their flow, just to get an idea. We'll look at the flow, but I think it might come down, to be honest. I kind of regret getting calls on it, but I'm kind of stuck on it now. Whoa, look at this. So the average 30-day call volume is 99K. The average put volume is only 37K. Now that doesn't really tell us that everything for the 99K is bullish. It's just telling you people are either buying or selling calls. Let's run down here. See, this is what I was afraid of. So a lot of bearish, bearish premium for this week. Next week, kind of for the next 2 weeks, kind of down the middle. But then the Junes are bearish. And then things kind of start to even out. But for the most part, in the short term, I think Oxy is going to be bearish, especially with the news that we just talked about earlier. So, yeah, so kind of bearish in the short term. August is going to be a great month, I think. Let me just run back up here and see what August is looking like. About 52. This is just for today, though. So, they're talking about $35. Is that right? Oh, they're buying out the money. They're buying out the money calls. Nothing like expecting a big move. You know, if they were doing something big for Oxy, they would be buying like stuff out the money. Like it would be like stuff up here. That's bad. Yeah, it looks like they're either selling or buying puts at the $60. So they're probably gonna try to keep it under 60. Which is kind of scary because I got calls. I'm going to try to get rid of those when I can, actually. Let's just look at the flow for it today, honestly. Let's just look. Let me reset my filter and go back to... We'll do the triple G. Do you guys have any questions? Or do you guys... Are you guys even here? Let's look. I didn't mean this thing to be so long. I just want to answer questions. There's always tons of plays you can make. Yeah, see, most of the premium stuff was bearish today. But see, everything was bullish last week, like on Friday. And then it got crushed today. Everything got crushed. The premium is like 56 bearish. Bullish is 43. I'm probably going to cut my stuff. When is their earnings? Oh, their earnings is tomorrow. Yeah, so it should hold its premium until after earnings, but I think the IV crush isn't bad either, so I kind of messed up on that play. It's all good. All right, I'm gonna show you guys one last play. I have BAC, Bank of America. I'm excited for that one. I think that's gonna be good. If anything, you guys should take a look at the Bumble play and the Bank of America play. I think I posted those both on Twitter. Okay, I have this here, right? I've got my notes here on stuff that I was interested in playing. Obviously, I played Plug. I wanted to play Clove. I didn't get a position, but I was kind of bullish on it because they did good last earnings. Still down. That's good. SoFi. Would you guys play SoFi? Is anyone interested in SoFi? I don't see their guidance and their revenue being that good because of the student loan stuff being pushed back. Roblox, I've already played it, so I don't want to. You don't want to go to the well too many times. You know what I mean? So I've already made money on Roblox, and it's already. I started trading Roblox when I was 30. I started getting puts, and I recently just closed my positions. Don't want to play it too much because that's how you lose money when you go back to the well too much. Fiverr, Beyond Meat, Disney. I think Disney would be interesting to play. If you guys want to play one of these, let me look at the implied move for Disney really quick. Light that up. This is on Unusual Whales again. If you guys want to, why is it not pulling up Disney? Okay, Disney implied move was 6.6%. Where is it at now? I think it's like under. It's under 100, right? Or no? It's 106. Did I have a nice day today? It's got gap fills up here, but let me look where it's at. So bearish. I'm probably gonna get puts for Disney, to be honest. I'm really leaning towards puts. What's the move for it? 6.6. Let's look at 6% for it. 106. Well, we'll do 1 divided by or minus 0.066 times 106.98. So just to 100. It's gonna it'll probably close under 100. If it closes under 100, it's gonna, the expected move is to go to 99. So let's look at the breakdown. I'm gonna be bearish on Disney short term. Long term, I think it's good. Let me look at what's going on with the 66%, 63% here. Let me look at the options chain really quick. Full chain breakdown. This is for this week. They're either talking 99, like this area here. So very bearish to that side. The calls on this side. I mean, there's really no activity here, to be honest. There's this one, but it's on the bearish side too. This is the only one that actually has any contracts, so, and it's bearish, okay? And then the stuff on here does have more volume, and it's on the bearish side. So that's the first thing. And then let's say it was to beat earnings. It would be 106.98 times 66. It would be like 115, 114. So let's go down to that area. So calls up here are bearish also. About 115. There is some activity here that's kind of down the middle, a little bit slightly more bullish. And on the put side, it does look like a little bit more slightly bullish. So it's gonna be hard to play this one, I think, also, but you can basically see it's pretty much down the middle. It's slightly more bearish. Like the put is slightly more bearish for the Junes and for this week. So this one might be worth a shot in the dark to do some puts. The only thing I would be worried is, like I told you guys, I do expect a rebound on SPY, which would probably push like all the stocks up, like all the indexes up. And that would push Disney as well, all the Dow. Let me just look at their IV crush. That's the only thing I don't see Unusual Whales that I don't like, but I've already sent in a request to see if they could add it. The implied crush for Disney is 36%. So I would not even touch options for it. I would just do a spread if you guys want. But I wouldn't buy like a put or a call, because about half of your value on the premium is gonna be worthless after. You're gonna lose a lot of value on them. Let me look at, what were we gonna look up? Oh, just go back to the summary. The summary is gonna say the last 30 IV historical. You can see how high the IV is. It's like, right now it's at like about 51. Like historically, right now it's like at 50. It's historically on average around 30. So you would probably lose half of your IV. It'd probably come down to like 35, about 30, 35. So I wouldn't play options on a Disney. I do think it's still going to the downside, so you could probably do a credit call. Yeah, credit call, or you could do a put debit spread for it. Well, the put debit, you could still you could still do put debit spread. So yeah, that's that. Let me see what's going on in Discord real quick. Trying to hit up the homie back. He said, "Let's go where I'm down 10% or 9% on the day up." Down 9% on the day. I'll share this with y'all. Not for real. Fucking YouTubers pushing this. Ooh, I don't know if I'm allowed to say all this. For clicks, like. Yeah. Yeah, Tyler was the only real one, for real. Is only really doing well when. Oh. Oh, he's probably talking about views. I still think Tyler's is a good one though. He's a good YouTuber. That's where I learned some stuff from him. Let's go. I'm honestly proud of myself not buying calls in AMC today. Did it end up down or did it go up? Let's go creep. Let's be nosy. Dude, I love seeing plug come down because my puts are gonna be in the money. Oh, it's coming down. AMC is coming down. Damn. Damn. Do I sound Hispanic or no? Damn. There's like this one thing on Instagram that they be doing on Instagram. He's like, that's hella clean, bro. Am I right or no? Okay, so what else he's saying? The first earnings where I had the money to play it out, but saved the bread instead. Yeah, you need that loaf of bread, man. Hey, we cleaned up good though. For real. Let's go where down 9% on the day. Up not even 2.5 after an earnings beat. Oh, maybe if I talk enough, ish will go up. I can't cuss in here because I get in trouble. Let me peep the unusual wells stuff. Any clout in here? No clout, no clout. Let me go back to the squo. This is the squo. If you guys want to join the squo, let me see if I got any clout in Twitter. No, no clout. Just the last stuff from Jasburgo. Jasrugbo. You guys want to send me some clout? 39% bearish, my bad, king. So yeah. I don't really have much else. Oh, we didn't even cover Bank of America. This is a play I posted on Twitter. If you guys aren't following, I told y'all before to follow it. Yeah, evil face. Plug went down. I got you. Bumble, we got that. Apple, that was just throwing some stuff out there. Banks, I think, are gonna do good. In June, particularly, I posted this Twitter and tweet out on Twitter. Watching bank stocks for June: BAC, Citigroup, JP Morgan. There's 80% bullish premium. I'm gonna show you guys how to get that. Pretty easy. Just go to Unusual Wells. Again, I have pinned the link to Unusual Wells at the top for you guys to get a discount if you want to upgrade to a paid. But most of the stuff is, well, some of the stuff is free. If you want to get like access to all the tools, I highly recommend you get a subscription. Right now it's logging because yeah, we'll wait. Let's just restart. Okay, there we go. Let me show you guys how to get that 80% premium on Bank of America. I think banks are gonna do good. I think it came down a little bit. So 77% towards the end, people started either selling their calls, like either selling calls, like buying to open, or selling to close. So they were either closing their call positions or they're opening or they're selling calls to people. So tomorrow I'm going to see if this holds well, like 6,800, 6,600. But this is what came in earlier, this 1 milli order. And I guess you could talk about the 77K. This one also came in too, though. So, but I think in the short term, Banks can still go down. You got the, I mean, you got this milli order here for mid-May, 520. Is my thing lagging? My computer's slowing down. Is it lagging? And nobody's in here talking anymore, so I don't know who's in here anymore. Yeah, so in the short term, banks could be down, but I actually got the $40 calls for June. These are the same ones that these guys picked up. They picked them up for 53. I actually picked them up for 50. So I got them. They were on the clearance rack, so I picked up a couple of them. It's $1 million order. I think what else did I like about this? It was a pretty huge volume day. So this is the only tricky part with this. Like, we already had tons of open interest, so there's like 24 contracts, and then, I mean, it looks like they bought these, right? In the spread. Like in the spread. Like they bought the calls. So this should be around 45 tomorrow. But if this thing opens tomorrow with like 3,000, that means that they closed these positions. So that's why I hearted this trade, because tomorrow when the data updates, I want to know what I'm doing with my position. And so sometimes actually a good thing to do is actually to either watch a play and then wait a day and then actually open your position the next day. So a good example would be I think Datadog. Last week they had an order on Thursday. Let me just do like 200 here. I don't think anybody in here is watching it. I think it's just my brother, Saul, and maybe Eddie. I don't think anybody in here is really benefiting from these streams. But I need the hours, so I appreciate you guys hitting the like button for me. Anyway, this is from Thursday. I saw this play come in. It was a bullet. Wait. No, I'm sorry. This one. This was Thursday. I saw this play come in. They were selling calls. And then it was this order here. And so this order doubled basically. I don't know how. This is like an anomaly. It doesn't happen. But basically all these contracts got carried over to the next day. I think it's just like a error, because if you see, it actually corrected itself today. So I think it's just like an error maybe with unusual wells or the way that the option stuff is displayed, because it corrected itself the next day. Like today it corrected itself. So that I'll bring that up to the unusual wells team. But yeah. What did I say? Oh, so that day I waited to make sure, like the next day on Friday, I came back and I checked it and I saw that this volume basically stuck. Like it was held overnight. So the next day this open interest updated, and that told me that that position is still being open, or still open basically. So yeah, so that's an example. What were we talking about? Bank of America. Bank of America. So yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna check. But in general, I'm just bullish on bank stocks because interest rates are going to be going up, and that's going to be good for them. They'll be able to charge more, so their revenues, their earnings, their forecast is going to, they could either raise their guidance or whatever, but it should be good. The overall bullish premium is 77%. It was 80% when I saw it. So it did come down a bit, but not to be worried. I really liked the breakdown here. Like this is on the intratrade analysis tab, flow levels. I think this was a really good thing that I liked. On the bullish side, you can see kind of break even for this week. Next week we got 86%, and it's actually a huge amount of premium. It's 14 million. Like it's the most. Like the next heavy one is gonna be in mid June. So this is like for next week, like a lot of bullish premiums going on. So I don't know what's going to happen this week. Somebody always knows something, but there's $14 million to the premium, to the bullish side. So that was like the first thing I liked about it. And then there's like a 62%, but this is the other one that I like, the June. Those are the ones that I got. So there's like two random spikes, like the ones for next week and then the ones for June 16. It's like all bullish, so pretty straightforward. and it kind of makes sense based off like the economics. So I think it should be a good play. I haven't looked at the other ones, like the other banks. I guess maybe I should. And the reason I'm trying to do this one is because I had good success with Citibank last time. I saw an order for Citibank come in, but let's just look at how they're doing. Oh, this one's bearish. That's weird. Well, we're keeping Bank of America. We're not doing Citi. Let me just look at JP Morgan. So let's look. You can usually just use this right off the back. So bullish, but it's towards the end, so that's weird. Only Bank of America is moving. Let me look at the flow breakdown for this. They're selling puts for JP Morgan. And I mean, actually it's bullish. Like the orders, the premium levels are bullish. 60%, 62%, 64%, 70%. Huh. Low levels. Premium by expiration. Bullish here for early June. Kind of bearish mid-June. Let's go back to this and just type it in here. And actually we could, so still slightly more bullish. You can see 57 versus 42%. I like doing it. I mean, you can just do it from here too, actually. There's like a milli, 2 milli order, 2 milli orders for bullish side. Actually 3. There's like 3 million, 5 million versus like a little under 2 for today's price. I think banks are gonna do good. I really do think. Citi, I don't know, because it was actually bearish. Yeah, 73%. Not exactly sure. Let's just expand this and see. And my mouth is drying up. Like, yeah, see all the bearish orders that came in today? They're floor orders too, so that's interesting. I'll probably have to look further into this one. Let me write that down, actually. Citibank puts. So yeah, I think that's it, guys. I don't have anything else to talk about. I see nobody really is joining this, so probably end the stream here if nobody has any questions. Let me just run through, see if there's any more clout. I need to situate. Also got Rivian puts 13 at open, up 50%. Damn, I wish I did Rivian puts. I ended up doing Rivian calls. What's next? Yeah, I don't think anybody clicked on my thing, did they? Nope, they don't care. Yeah, hey, listen, I can I have my, this is funny as fuck. For real. I think that's it though, y'all. How did the earnings do for you guys? Well, nobody's in here, everybody left. I'll close some of this stuff out. Rivian, closing it out. So I hope you guys have a great day tomorrow. I don't have much else to talk about. I don't think anybody's in here anyway. Disney, I think I'm gonna, oh no, we talked about don't play Disney. It's gonna be a disappointment. Yeah, I'm gonna stick with the stuff I have now. I think I'm good with those. And yeah, I think so. Let me just quickly, I'm gonna give you guys a quick look at the open floor trades. Let's see if there's anything in here that caught my eye. Pretty much spreads. There's a big buy to open. Lemonade puts. Did they sell off? Let me just look. Come on, this thing takes forever, bro. Lemonade? I wonder if they beat. Oh no, they report tomorrow, right? No, when do they report? Is it today? Let me see. Yeah, it was today. What did Blink do? How did Blink do? I know Blink kind of, yeah, waste. Tattoo, dump, yeah. It was not surprised about that. There's not really much going on here, guys. BAX. There's a lot of spreads. A lot of spreads being sold. Yeah, not too much going on. Affirm selling puts, so they're bullish. Uber. This is just a tough market, though. It's a tough market, so. Yeah, I wish you guys luck tomorrow and the rest of the week. I think, when is the CPI data coming out? Oh, shoot. Is it Wednesday? Let me look. Investing.com? Let's just quickly do that before I wrap up. I'm going to get an idea of when the events are. I think it's, where is it? Investing, news, events, economic calendar. Here we go. Let's just look at this tomorrow, this week. US only though, baby. Come on. You know this. Clear all. Just do US. I guess we could do US. Yeah, just US. We only care about US right now. Apply. CPI data. When is this? I hope it's on Wednesday. Dang, I'm gonna be working. I'm gonna be busy that day. I'm gonna try to close all my trades tomorrow, so I don't have to worry about that. FOMC. We have a lot of Fed speakers tomorrow. Williams speaks. Bostic speaks. They'll probably be bullish. Honestly. Crude oil stock. I think this will be good for oil. I don't know though. Business optimism. Damn. So not really. I mean, just a lot of Fed speakers. Core CPI, monthly, yearly index. Damn. US. That crude inventories. That's gonna be good for oil. Like, not good for us, but I think it's gonna give us an update. Thursday, what are we doing? More core PPI. This is, what is this? I forgot what this is. Is the producer? What is it? Producer price index. This is how much people are paying to make stuff. Export price index. Man, a lot of stuff going on this week. Mainly Wednesday's gonna be a big day. So guys, anyway, if you guys have any questions or you're watching this later, just put down a comment if you guys have any questions. These are actually interesting. Oh, I might get some of these warrants. But anyway, I hope you guys, thanks. Let me just shout out NASCAR and Saul. They were the only ones in here that really chatted for a bit. So shout out to them for helping me stay live streaming for a little bit, just contributing. Yeah, if you guys have any questions, put them down in the comments below. I know people like GGP. I already told you guys it was coming down to 10. Yeah, see, it's coming down, guys. I told y'all, but they don't listen to me. I'm gonna keep it real though. I'm gonna keep it real like as I can, but they don't want to listen to me. They want to get mad at me because I told them what I was seeing. They got mad at me. Like, I mean, volume's kicking in, but it's probably short volume. I think it's time to maybe get a few positions going here, like as far as contracts go. Let's just quickly do that really quick for you guys. Let's look at the GGPI numbers. We're actually going to do this here really quick. I got you. I don't think there's much activity for this. Let's do 2,500. No, yeah, 2,500. 30 days. Let's do 30 days. 2,500, 30 days. See what's out there. Oh my goodness, 62% bearish premium. I've been telling people this was gonna come down, but they get mad at me. Wait. So we saw these two come in. I haven't seen these. This is from today actually. 3K, 16K, 29K. Yeah, if anything, I would be looking at the June's. Let me look. GGPI Polestar. 1 second, y'all. GGPI. Full chain breakdown. Bullish 15s. I'm not touching the May ones though. I'm gonna be honest with you. The Junes are the ones that I would first look at, and you can see the 15s are bullish. So that's good to see. The 1250s are bearish. These are interesting. The 15s for June. I'm sorry. And oof, this is not good. Not good, my friend. Everything's bearish for for July. These are bullish though, 4,000, but yeah, I think the other one that people were looking at was August. I don't know. I'm gonna look at this closer, like towards the end of May, to see where this flow actually is. But I think right now it is gonna be bearish, and there's not even enough money in here right now. 66% bearish, slightly more bearish, 70% bearish, 68% bearish, 90% bearish. So, I mean, short term, I mean, even this $5,000 or more, 67% bearish, 15K or more, 61% bearish. So I wouldn't be looking at getting calls just yet. I would kind of wait. Most of this is bearish right off the bat. You can see just blood red. So anyway, if you guys want to check out Unusual Whales, or if you guys have any questions, just put them in the comments below. I try to post stuff on Twitter too. If you guys want to follow me there, you can use the link there as well. You'll save a little bit on sign up. You can join the free Discord if you want. And yeah, if you have any questions, put them in the comments. I'll try to get back to you guys, usually pretty fast. But yeah, that's gonna wrap up this live stream. I just wanted to go quickly through some of this, give you guys my feedback. So I would say tomorrow we're bullish on SPY. Let me make sure that it's up after hours. Yeah, I mean I'm bullish. Did I say bullish? I'm bullish on SPY tomorrow. I think tomorrow we get a nice relief bounce. The Fed speakers, I don't think they'll be too harsh. I mean, they're gonna say what they need to say to keep their net worth up also, and they've already taken a beating, you know what I mean? Like, Fed speakers are probably up here. I mean, they're taking this downside thing with us. They're coming down with us. They're losing money as we lose money. So at some point, I think they'll soften up and give us a nice little relief bounce. Even if it's fake, it's cooked books, whatever. The thing is, I see a nice little bounce back up. 410 is my target. We'll see how far we get. Obviously, I also told you this descending triangle, so I'm kind of coming down. Expect something else like that. I mean, we're in a bear market, but you'll have these random spikes, right? So down, up, down, something like that. So just all different scenarios. Also, remember we closed and filled that gap now, so we could just go sideways, and then once things kind of clear the air, then we could go back up or down. We'll figure that out, right? But I don't see another continuation drop tomorrow. That's just me personally, especially after the amount of, I mean, just the massive sell-off in such a short time. So that's my take, guys. If you have any questions, again, put them down in the comments. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your night, and I will see you guys. Well, you guys take care, and I'll see you guys in that next video. And as always, keep moving forward.